Hello ladies and gentlemen, it is me back again with Critical Failure. So we are on the Eladrin now. I'm going to have to read a lot. So the Eladrin are basically really, I would say semi-immortal, if not immortal elves, in terms of age, if you want to call that immortal. But they were really cool. I actually made a character that's based off an Eladrin, or that is an Eladrin, and she is called Ella. Not because of Eladrin, but Ella because of Rainbow Six Siege, coincidentally. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and read to you the stuff from them once I actually can stop, because my phone is cracked severely, and yeah, it's a problem. But I'm going to be taking a screenshot of the Autumn Eladrin, as that's going to be the one that I'm going to do today, and I'm going to post it to the thumbnail so you guys can see them a little bit, and hopefully that actually brings a little bit of something different to it, because I usually show it for a quick second on the thing. Instead, you can just look at the thumbnail and see it a little bit. I did that with the Duragar Stone Guard and the Sacred Statue, so hopefully that helps. But once I park here in the next few minutes, it's going to be better. But yeah, I really like the idea of the Eladrin. I really like playing elves in general. Elves are my favorite race. I really like playing the Drow. My current character is a elf, if I'm correct. It's a elf blood hunter, I think. I forgot if I think he's an elf. But I'm trying to steer away from playing elves because that's my favorite race. I'm kind of wanting to play a dwarf, but I'm not too sure at the current moment. I just really like elves. That's my favorite race. I'm thinking about playing a dwarf in my next campaign. I know my favorite character so far, besides Kylan Va, has been actually a hobgoblin named Anu, which was short for Anubis, because he followed the god Anubis in this one world where I made it to where it's kind of like Riordan's fucking Percy Jackson series, where the Greek and Roman gods were the same people. They just shifted between who they were talking to. So that's what I kind of had. So say you were talking to Thor, right, or let's say Tyr, which is a god of justice, and then you go into God of War. Let's do God of War. Just fucking God of War, and just keep it simple. Fucking Mars and Ares, Greek and versus Roman. If you were going to do that, you'd be speaking to them, but it can stem to the Egyptian gods also, and the Viking gods, because those were the prominent four that I had, plus the gods that were already in D&D. So that's what I was planning on doing, but things kind of got halted on that campaign instantaneously, which kind of pissed me off, because characters died and then people moved, and it was just hard to do that campaign. But yeah, sorry for the extreme close-up. I didn't realize how bad that was. But I'm going to start talking about it once I turn my phone back on. Wow, that was fast. Went from 23 to 56. Anyways, the Eladrin dwell in the verdant splendor of the Feywild. They are related to the elves found on the material plane and resemble them in both of their love and beauty and the value that they place on personal freedom. But where other elves can temper their wild impulses, Eladrin are creatures ruled by emotion, and because of their unique magical nature, they undergo physical changes to match their changes in temperament. The Eladrin have spent centuries in the Feywild, and most of them have become Fey creatures as a result. Some of them are still humanoid, similar in their respect to the other elven kin. The Eladrin presented here are of the Fey variety. Creatures of passion. The magic flowing through the Eladrin respond to their emotional state by transforming them into different seasonal aspects, which behaviors and capabilities that change with their forms. Some of the Eladrin might remain in a particular aspect for years, while others run through an emotional spectrum each week. Lovers of beauty. Regardless of the aspect they express, Eladrin love beauty and surround themselves with lovely things. Eladrin try to possess any object they find striking. They might seek to own a painting, a statue, or a glittering jewel. When they encounter people of comely form or luminous spirit, they use their magic to delight those folks, or in case of evil Eladrin, abduct them. Now, for the Autumn Eladrin. Eladrin often enter the autumn season when they are overcome by feelings of goodwill. In this aspect, they diffuse conflicts and alleviate suffering by using their magic to heal, to cure, or relieve any ailment that might afflict the people who come across them for aid. They tolerate no violence in their presence and move quickly to settle disputes to ensure that peace continues to reign. The Autumn Eladrin stats. It's a medium Fey elf, chaotic neutral, AC of 19, natural armor, average hit point count of 127, 17d8 plus 51, speed of 30 feet, strength of 12 plus 1, dexterity of 16 plus 3, constitution of 16 plus 3, intelligence of 14 plus 2, wisdom of 17 plus 3, and charisma of 18 plus 4. Skills are insight plus 7 and medicine of plus 7, so it means if they're both wisdom, it's a plus 4 to proficiency, I think. Damage resistances to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. It has dark vision up to 60 feet, passive perception of 13. It speaks Common, Elvish, and Sylvan, and it's a challenge rating of 10, 5,900 XP. It has these abilities. Enchanting Presence. Any non-Eladrin creature that starts its turn within 60 feet of Eladrin must make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed by the Eladrin for 1 minute. On a successful save, the creature becomes immune to the Eladrin's Enchanting Presence for 24 hours. Whenever the Eladrin deals damage to the charmed creature, the creature can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on its success. Phase Step. Recharges on a 4 through 6 on a die 6 roll. As a bonus action, the Eladrin can teleport up to 30 feet in an unoccupied space it can see, so I'm imagining that can also happen with its normal movement, so it can be up to 60. It has innate spellcasting. The Eladrin's innate spellcasting ability is Charisma, spell save DC is 16, and it can cast these spells without any material components. At will, calm emotions and sleep. 3 times a day, cure wounds as a 5th level spell and lesser restoration, and once a day, greater restoration, heal, and raise dead. It has magic resistance, and the Eladrin has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Longsword. It's a melee weapon attack, plus 5 to hit and reach of 5 feet, 1 target only, 5 average, 1d8 plus 1 slashing damage, or 6 1d10 plus 1 slashing damage if used by 2 hands, plus 18 48 psychic damage. I didn't even realize that. And then it has the longbow, which is a ranged weapon attack, plus 7 to hit, range of 150 to 600 feet, 1 target only, 7 average, 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage, plus 18 average, 4d8 psychic damage. Then as a reaction, it has a ability called Foster Peace. For a creature charmed by the Eladrin hits with an attack roll within 60 feet of the Eladrin, the Eladrin magically causes the attack to miss, providing the Eladrin can see the attacker. Now that's really interesting, actually. What's funny is that was going to be an optional thing that I was thinking of, because I didn't think of any while I was right before I was watching or making this. So I'm probably not going to have any optional ones unless I can think of anything. But yeah, that's all for it so far. One thing is that, and this is a possible one, if you want to do the phase step as an attack, say it goes through an enemy, have it do psychic damage. So say stick with the 48 psychic damage and have them go through it, and basically what it is the character does do 2d8 psychic damage and then do 2d8 slashing damage. So if it happens, they basically disappear and they reappear in this other space, but the creature basically gets attacked by leaves in this attack, so it takes that type of damage. So it's like a whatchamacallit that Byakuya does, the flash step, I guess you want to call it, from, I think it was Bleach, does flash step. But yeah, you could do something like that, which I find really cool in my opinion. But let me start plugging this phone up. This phone's on 73. But yeah, with that, it can probably do some sort of healing from being in sunlight. I would definitely say that. I would say the creature has the ability to take up to 2d6 healing per round, because you're going to want to make it hard to kill these things. 2d6 average, I would say +3, 2d6 +3 for Constitution. hit points per round while in sunlight, and magical effects that cause it to be considered sunlight. So that would be awesome too. But yeah, I have to return to work like ASAP, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification button. I'm going to be posting this, so my phone's probably going to be dead by the time I come back outside, so I probably can't do another video today. But yeah, thank you guys. Peace.